Hey everybody, I have another review video. I'm going to link the other one that I did down below on some of the videos I've done in the past that don't or haven't got a lot of attention, basically because they're old. But it doesn't mean that the information isn't useful, so I'm going to feature them here. The first one I want to talk about actually is moving a tub of water for a horse that may or may not be comfortable with where it is to begin with. Now, it's not as if it's a really common problem, but it is another one of those things that you can put in your toolbox to draw back out if you ever have a problem with a horse not drinking water from a tub that is sitting in a particular location. It might be in the corner, it might be off to the side, it might be near another horse. You might just need to move it right next to their hay for a little while, and they'll find a lot more comfort there, and you'll see them take a big drink. So let's check that video out right now. Okay everybody, quick tip of the day here regarding horses and drinking water. Sometimes when horses go to different places, they get really worried about or seem to be uncomfortable with the water they're given compared to what they're usually given. And so we've got our usual tubs everywhere. You know, everybody's got a big tub of water, and they're always kept pretty full and clean. And so she's been here for a day. And very little water has been drank. I don't know if she got any out of the arena, possibly. It's hard to tell. So sometimes you need to set up another water bucket. And sometimes you have to move it. I put it over here originally, somewhere around here. And she wasn't really going for that. And now I've put it over here. And she's very tentatively drinking. But you can tell she doesn't quite feel safe about it. And you know, I mean, we can only guess as to what's going on in their heads in that regard, whether it's because it's not obviously not the flavor really. In her case, it seems to be whether or not, you know, it's okay to drink out of it. So if you have yourself a new horse, or you're managing a place and you got a new horse in and they're not drinking water, or they're not drinking out of the usual buckets that everybody else drinks out of, try a different bucket. You know, see if it makes a difference in the same location. If it doesn't, move the location to somewhere where they can get all the way around it. And likely, very likely, I've yet to see a failure of this yet. They'll tentatively give it a go, and then from there, it's nothing but upwards. So, another thing that you can do, another little quick little tip for that is put it near their food, much closer to their food. She's come from a particular background, a particular lifestyle that I don't think that has really changed too much. And so she might be used to having her water right next to her food. And that would be a safe thing, and that would be normal. Having to come all the way over to here to get a, you know, I just don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't matter. She's drinking now. All's good. I gotta bring the boys in. They've been out for a little bit, playing in the arena. Right now they're just hanging out at the back. Way back there. Usually when they want in, they'll come up to the front and bug me. No, they're not. So, a little more time maybe. Okay, that's it for now. That's your quick tip of the day. Hopefully it's helped somebody out there. Okay everybody, hopefully you enjoyed that. It's perhaps just another tool in your toolbox on how to take care of horses. And, you know, they're having trouble drinking, give it a go. For this next video, I want to talk about direction and drive. And there's a lot of times when you got to get a horse to move around to some spot, and in this case it was over to a tarp. And this is an excellent example of how to do that for this horse, which was actually a Mustang. So that was quite interesting in and of itself. Beautiful movement, beautiful horse, so check this out. Hey everybody, welcome to another quick
Groundwork instructional video talking about applying direction and drive. This particular horse has a little bit of trouble getting over to a tarp. So I'm using just the basics of direction with my left hand here and drive with my right hand to get the horse to just do a circle around me. Now the extra drive that we are applying here is my body as I step forward, and you'll notice that each time I do that the horse moves a little bit away from me, which essentially is drive. Now once we get close to the tarp here, I completely let go, let it relax. This is an integral part to groundwork, as the asking part can only have effect when you stop asking after you get what you want. So she's a little nervous. I give her a pat on the head and try to get her to put her head down a little bit because she's a little bit high. And she relaxes and comes back from wherever she was. I'm going to let her know that it's okay and ask her to move off again. It's the same thing. My left hand is given direction. She should have already moved. The right hand says get going. So another way to think about it maybe is that the left hand asks and the right hand tells. She doesn't need a lot of encouragement to get going, so it didn't take too much. But we're going to circle the tarp here a little bit, and in the end we'll get her much closer and on top of it, to a point where she's relaxed. Now as she tried to go over the tarp rather quickly there, I did bring her back so that she would do a turn. Now she realizes this, we're going to go back, tries to avoid it, but we just very carefully and gently and encouragingly bring her over to the tarp and have her stand for a bit. Alright, thanks for watching.
Alright, hopefully that was interesting to you. Hopefully watching just a little bit of using some direction and some drive and some release of pressure can communicate well to a horse where you'd like them to be and where is a good location to hang out according to you, to give them the idea that, you know, if they listen, you'll communicate back and forth. Now, for my next video, I've covered this before, but it probably gets lost in a lot of the live streams that I do, but I want to talk about making sure that your turnout area has some water in it. I've seen plenty of places that do and some that don't, and I thought it was a really good subject to bring up. And it's kind of a nice video to watch. So check that out. Here it is. Wow.
Wow.
Here they come. Oh, these horses are busy. Hey everybody, super duper quick tip slash idea slash thought kind of thing that went through my mind when we were putting the horses out that I don't think I've ever really mentioned, though sort of think about. But when you're putting the horses out, now it may have occurred to many of you, so this may seem like nothing, but I think it's a really cool idea to always have them have access to some water in their play area. You might end up leaving them out there just half hour or something like that. It might not matter, but an hour or 2 hours or something if they're really goofing off, or if it's a place like we have here where we have our arena and we put them out and they might just have a nap or something and then they get back up and play around a little bit more. A lot of times they're pretty thirsty and they will go through a bucket like this in no time flat. A lot of times we'll fill this up once or twice, and it's just really helps them out, quenches their thirst, puts something in their stomach in case they're hungry. They'll drink a little. If it's a hot day, it's really helpful. If they haven't drank, and then you sort of throw them out, because you never know exactly what time you're going to be putting them outside. They could be in the middle of eating some dry hay and they're about to go get some water, and now they're in the arena for an hour or something. They're thinking, oh, I'm really thirsty. Who knows? But it's just a really simple tip. Who knows? You know, many of you are probably already doing this, but just in case, it's an idea, it's a thought. Yeah, anyways, just a really quick video just talking about that. So hopefully that's pretty good. But it's a beautiful day today. As you can see, we've got some really nice snow coming down. I mean, it is beautiful. Really beautiful. Horses have been out. You can see our arena is now going to be packed down with ice again. I was kind of leery about doing this, but you know. Anyways, this isn't this isn't necessarily about the woes of having ice all over the place and the beautiful snow that comes down, but just an idea to put some water out for the horses if they're out in their sort of their play area or something. Anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. So that's a quick video on making sure you've got water in your turnout area. It can be very beneficial for the horses, whether it's cold or warm, especially actually if it's warm. Anyhow, for this next video, let's take a look at a little bit of slow-mo video of the horses. It's an old one, but I really like it. Thought I'd feature it. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that one. A little bit of horsey slow-mo playtime. I really like making those. I think I'm going to make some more in the very near future. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching them too, obviously. For this last video, we're going to do a little bit of trail riding. This year has been a little bit slower, but it's picking up again. And this horse that I went out with is fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite trail riding horses. And we went off into Golden Ears Park from another park called Alco Park, both local, amazing parks. Definitely well worth checking out if you do happen to make it here in the lower mainland of British Columbia, Canada. If not, well, enjoy this video. Well, off for another trail ride. Thought I'd bring you guys along with me. We're going to head over to Alco Park again. And from Alco Park we can get to lots of places, so it's a great place to start. And it's only a couple minutes away from the barn, so easy peasy to get to. So let's get going. Okay, well, we're ready to go. Make sure the truck is locked. Locked. And we're going to go take a ride on this beautiful day. Nothing too exciting today, just trying to get some more time in the saddle for this guy and enjoy the beautiful day out. Maybe we'll encounter something, maybe we'll learn something. Maybe we can practice something that we're not quite good at, or just get good at stuff that or get better at stuff that we're good at. So, off we go. I have a thing for those rider and horse silhouette things. Just looks kind of cool. Getting good practice leading. We always lead down to the park area. There's actually a school that does school here for kids, and they're here a lot. It's a really beautiful park to learn in. It's great for the kids to run around and learn stuff. And so they're here today, so we'll see how that goes. I think it'll be fine. Been pretty good in the past. Well, this is probably the first time I think I've taken video on this side of the water. We made it across okay. Left the camera in the bag just so I could have more control. It's a little hard to see in the water, and sometimes you got to guide the horse a little bit so they don't take a misstep. Usually they're pretty good, but okay. Well, we're off. That trail. Let's go, Benny. Attaboy. Holy. One of the things you always have to be aware of when riding on trails is you never know when your horse might want to just turn around, and unfortunately where they're turning around there's no space to turn around, and they end up stepping backwards into something that's soft and mushy and unsafe. The best way to deal with this problem, catch them before it happens. Benny's sort of a, I don't know, maybe he's like normal horses, just kind of tends to think he knows where to go, but doesn't. So, off we go. Continue on. I think he knows when I have the camera out too, because I'm only half paying attention to him and half paying attention to the camera. Let's continue on. Whew, it is a really nice day. We just climbed this huge hill. Benny did great. He's usually not very good with hills. Doesn't have a lot of practice. And the one thing that Benny definitely doesn't have practice with is staying off the edge of a trail. Ooh, like this one. There. He tends to kind of hug, you know, and I've seen other horses like this. They'll hug the edge that goes down, not the upside. So, watch this. Okay. And there's other, you can see other hoof prints on the very, very edge, which indicates obviously that other horses do it too. Not just this Benny. But, wow. It is quiet. It is just this luscious green goodness out here. The sun coming through. A lot of ferns. Yeah. It's just beautiful. Beautiful day. Good day for a trail ride. Let's continue walking. Wow. That's a long drop, but it's a nice wide trail, and Benny's on the go. We're going to the cliff. So if you look up, it's straight up. And straight down. Benny, you're doing okay. We're going to continue on this wonderful trail. Anyways, we're doing pretty good. We're just going to continue on this trail. This leads to Golden Ears Park. I don't know how far we'll make it today. It's a pretty good trip for Benny already. Beautiful day again, just absolutely magnificent. Perfect weather. It's cool, but sunny, dry, not wet, not raining, and quiet. There's nobody here. It's just us. So it allows Benny and I to, or any horse that I would bring along here, to just kind of work together. Be cool with being together. So, wow. Amazing. Woo. Okay, Benny. Keep walking. Okay, well, we finally made it to Golden Ears Park. Didn't take too long. And this is exactly why I don't try to do too much camera work while riding, because otherwise I would have steered him out of that a little bit more timely. We're at the edge of the road. We're quite a ways in, actually. Hold Benny back. Now the thing about crossing roads, we're not going to do this now because I actually have no idea where the other side is. I think it's over there. But when you're crossing roads with a horse, it may be advisable to hop off and lead them. Because sometimes if you can't get them to go straight across or go to a place that's off to one side of the trail, they could end up stuttering in the middle of the road and somebody will come around. And as you can see, both of these corners are kind of blind. See, now Benny's thinking about somebody else because I'm thinking about somebody else, which is you guys. So I got to get back to Benny here, help him out, make sure he doesn't continue to be worried. Although there might be some other horses out here. Nobody responded though, so. Sorry, Benny, just us. Oh. I don't hear anything. Oh. See, sometimes you can watch your horse. He's going to try again. Now I'm just letting him do this because I'm okay with it. I'm a little bit curious too if there's another horse out here. I don't think there is. Benny's eating now, so obviously there isn't. Okay, we're going to continue on our ride. Now, get me out of the bushes this time. Okay, continuing on. I wonder if Benny will know which way is home. And he does. We're not going home, Benny. Nice job, pal. We're going that way. So, let's go. Well, we're on our way back. Made it to the park, which was nice. It's been a good ride. Probably could have made it farther, but got other things to do, so that's okay. Just kind of gives you the idea to, oh, we got to come back out and do it again, and that's good inspiration. Never ceases to amaze me though when going home. Horses get really quick. They have this really slow speed for leaving, and then coming back, they have this super duper fast speed. So where you're just at the edge of a fast walk or a slow trot. But it's good. Beautiful day again. Just really, really nice. Perfect day to be out. Again, Benny's walking the edge. Well, he was. So, we should be back to the truck in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Well, back in Alco. Lens is a little wet. We went on a pretty good trail ride. Went across some water. Things we learn, at least with Benny, is when he's going away from home, he doesn't like streams that are smaller than 2 feet. But those big, huge 50-foot ones, no problem. 2-foot ones, nope. Times like that, sometimes you gotta walk them across. Just lead them nicely and continue on, hop back on and continue on your ride. When we're coming back though, no problem at all. Just gives them a sniff, checks them out, and it was good. Watch the pothole. So, really great ride. Still a beautiful day. We got through everything, made it to Golden Ears, heading back to the trailer, go back home, have a coffee. So, that's about it. See you guys again soon. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's a little bit longer, but going trail riding is usually a long endeavor. You go out for at least an hour usually, 2 hours, sometimes 3 or more. If you're gonna go for an overnight, well, that's even cooler. In this case, it was just a really nice standard-bred horse, Benny, who I was able to go out on for some training, and really enjoyed my time with him. And I hope that you guys too, if you have horses you can get out on the trails, they are really, really nice to be on, especially in my opinion, especially in comparison to being in an arena. It takes all of that information that you have sort of pulled in and learned and practiced and taught to the horse perhaps, and they have taught you, and then you go apply it out into the wilderness. It is magical, I think is a good way to put it. So anyways, let me know if you have any questions or thoughts or anything in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.